Hello my viewers, I've got requests to do magic roundabout, so I'm gonna do something a bit unusual today. I'm not gonna complete a whole test route, but I will do 90% of the test route and finish off at the magic roundabout, so I can do some of the magic roundabout entry points for you guys, especially the people that this one will be not just for learners, it will be for everybody else when I do the magic roundabout. Okay, good. So I'm picking this test route and I'll start from the test center like I said. Okay, good. So I'm preparing the car. I'm then going to do my observation. Make sure all openings in front of me is clear. All around my car is clear before I drive off. Okay, starting from my left blind spot, looking left ahead is busy, on my left is busy. Okay, good. So I need to make sure everything I'm doing, I'm aware of it. Checking my right, and then the right blind spot. Okay, good. That the gentleman just got out of the car there, so I means I can signal. The guy in front of me, I'm keeping an eye, he's doing something there. You can see he's bent down his head. Very good. So extra careful because people fail their test at that place in the test center. Okay, next round. At the junction, it wants me to turn right, center and right to signal right. Use the wire mesh openings to do your observation as early as possible. Okay, it's very crucial, so you know where to stop. Checking right and left, right and left, right and left is both clear, so cross the road and then take your lane. Now you do center and right and pick your speed up. If you look behind me, there's someone coming. Make sure you don't affect their speed because it's 3 S's. If you make someone stop, swerve or slow down, that's a fail. Okay, checking my right is going ahead, so I'm maintaining my left lane. Check center and left, signal left. It's a VW Polo, so check that right straight away. Check and pick your speed up. Make sure you don't affect them. Looking ahead, there's someone walking towards the crossing. They're not there yet. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to turn left, center and left, signal left. Okay, good. My right is busy. He's gone now. I'm not waiting for another car to come. I'm going to follow on. Straight away, I do center and right and I pick my speed up. Here, anywhere here, I stretch this road, they can ask you to pull up on the left. Keep the flow of traffic going because you go to the examiners telling them you're ready to drive on your own. So you should be able to know how to drive properly. Okay, good. I look at that warning sign, which is the information board, which is the roundabout. There's a warning, 30 miles coming. Position to my left. I'm going ahead again, checking my right ahead, right ahead, right ahead. It's all clear. I maintain my left lane. Signal left, mirror check. Again, check your right. And then you do your center and right and pick your speed up to the speed limit of 40 if ahead is clear. Next roundabout, it wants me to go ahead. So information board, I'm good. If I look at the speed limit coming is 30, so I'm taking my foot off and making sure the car reaches 30 on its own. Okay, now I don't have a choice. I have to stop because my ahead was not clear. Looking right ahead, so clear. Center and left to signal left. Right mirror check and then do center and right to pick your speed up to the speed limit of 40 if ahead is clear. Always remember, it's a 2-second rule when the weather is nice like this. What does that mean? It's like 1 car length. Okay, good. We're going left, center and left to signal left. Use any openings in the bush to check your right. It's important to do that, okay? Because examiners always check behind to make sure you did not pull up in front of anybody
after 200 yards
to affect them. Okay, I'm going ahead again on this roundabout here. It's a little bit busy ahead. Use that to your advantage. Don't let them leave you behind. Checking ahead, there's nobody coming. He's coming, but he's far away from the center curb. Okay, center and left to signal left. Check center and right. And then pick your speed up to the speed limit of 40 sitting in the center of your lane. Next roundabout, it wants me to go ahead at Tewkesbury Cross. Okay, this roundabout, like I said, is very symbolic to the test because it's a tiny roundabout in a very busy area. So don't get carried away on the slope and do too much speed. If you look on the floor, start looking for the information there. The left arrow says it's left only. Never use it to go ahead. The right arrow says ahead and right, which means the middle lane goes left. If you look on my right, there's someone going on that right there. All right is clear, so maintain my lane to the left. So I give way to that right lane. Okay, check center and left signal so nobody affects anyone. Center right, pick your speed up. Looking ahead, there's someone over there, so be careful of your speed.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take
There's a
the
runabout
second
coming.
exit.
I'm going ahead at that runabout, which means it's my left positioning. Okay, the hazard that's coming after the information board is my speed limit. It's now changing from 40 to 30. Center and right to slow it down. Mirror check. Okay, looking right, they just crossed the giveaway line. I can see his wheels, so that means I need to give way to him. Look at how I'm stopping behind the giveaway line. Okay, now I check and I can commit to it. Okay, check center and left and signal left. Check the right lane to make sure no one is undercutting you. Okay, good. I'm checking center and right for the speed change, which is 40, and then picking my speed up to the speed limit of 40, letting the car sit naturally in the center of the lane. Okay, yet again, there's not a lot to do. Do hazard identification whilst you're driving here. Make sure you don't miss anything. Skim read, really. Don't focus too much on it. Focus on your driving, but don't miss the sign. Just spot check. Okay, hazards ahead of me. You can see people walking towards that crossing over there. They could step into the road over there. Those kids, okay, they're on the other side. That's fine. Good. Okay, good. Okay, good. So now I'm going to need to go ahead. So there's a bus lane, check center and left, signal left. After the bus lane ends, I can now check my left and go back to my left space. Look at the board, Mannington. They wanted me to go ahead, second exit. Okay, good. So now I'm sitting in my lane. Remember, it's tires and tarmac. I've had a hit before at this particular place going ahead to Old Town. The guy on my right where the Mini Cooper is tried to go right from that, tried to go left from that side there, which they should never cross the dotted lines. So all the time, make sure you're checking that right, okay? I got hit exactly at this place here, so be careful. Right, the lane is clear, so ahead, signal left, and then maintain your lane. There is a merging board over there. That's 3 lanes going to 2 lanes will merge and it all become 1. Okay, there's a crossing, be careful. I always scan it. There's someone walking towards it. They haven't pushed it yet, so I'm good. Okay, there's the lane restriction arrows over there. There's a merge on the right. Look on the red triangle. The 2 lanes merge and become 1. Okay, check center and right for the merge. Okay, keep picking your speed. This is a bus triggered traffic lights. Looking ahead, the traffic light has been on green for a while. It could change, so I anticipate the light changing from the first arrow. Okay, like I said, steady amber is the same as red, and you saw that. So always forward plan for little things like that when you're driving. Not because you're seeing green from a mile away, you just put your foot down. Okay, good. Whilst you sat here, look around you and see all the hazards. You can see that guy just changed, okay, cross around there, so make sure you don't get too close to them. Check center and right and pick your speed up. Okay, if you look ahead, the speed limit is changing from 40 to 30. Always make sure that speed limit is what you are at when you get to it. It's not after you pass it. That's where you're gonna actually start braking.
And take the second exit.
Okay, keep doing your hazard identification. Okay, good. So you can see the information board which tells us it's a runabout, it's a hazard. Okay, this one wants us to go second exit. The board is past 12 o'clock, so it's the right positioning. Okay, so crossing, someone is just getting there. Are they pushing it now? I can go before they push it. Okay, look at the arrows on the floor. Never use those arrows to go to the opposite direction. Okay, look on your right. He's in the left lane, so I'm good. Now check center and let's signal left and talk to the guys. Make sure they've stopped for you. Keep doing hazard identification. Oh, blue and white circle. That's a mini roundabout. By law, I must give way to the right where the pedestrians are stopping. Looking at the crossing over there. Those people are a little bit far away from that crossing over there. Okay. If I look ahead, there's another roundabout coming. Okay, and it's a third exit. Okay, crossing, there's nobody there. The first exit is where the car is, second exit is ahead, and then third exit is straight on. Now we're going up the hill. Okay, so I'll give you a little trick here. When you get to this place here, the examiners can ask you to do pull up on the left after the double yellow lines. Ignore the driveways. Don't think they're tricking you. Ignore the driving way. Just do exactly what the examiner asks you to do for them. That's fine. So anywhere here you can pull up. Okay, look at that hazard ahead. Think about meeting situations for oncoming traffic. Check center and right to cross the central separational line. Check center and left to go back. Okay, if it's a sat nav, it tells you to take the turn left in 250 yards. If it's not, the examiner will say take the second turn on the left, and they point. This is the first one. If you look, there's a cyclist approaching that junction we want. The rule is you do not overtake that cyclist. Okay, you wait for that cyclist to pass the junction you want. You are trying to turn into it. Okay, another warning: when you come here, this junction is a dip on the left. Always approach slowly so you follow the broken lines, and you can see the yellow lines, and you can see the hazards that's down here. So very, very, very careful when you're turning down here. Okay, good. I trust me, I did not plan the hazards, and there were people still crossing. It's very important that whenever you are driving in areas where restriction is your observation is very, very restricted, you turn very, very slowly so you can avoid any life-changing hazards that could happen. Okay, good. So now the speed limit is written on the floor is 20. Okay, good. There's a car that's parked over there. It's got brake lights on. No, they still got their lights on. Okay, they could move off, so be careful when you are finally trying to gain control of the road. Okay, keep checking. Lots of hazards could present itself when you got parked cars like this. Someone will ask me, in situation like this, who's got right of way? No one has a right of way. All those spaces on the left, you wait. If there's someone coming, if you look ahead, there's someone coming, he's going to duck in that place for me so I could pass before they go. And that's how you do it here. So keep watching out for anything. I can see a light coming ahead of me there, so that means we need to give way to one another. Surely he's just duck for me. Check my left to pick the position over there. Looking ahead, there's someone right in the middle of the road. I'm sure you can see it. So when you're driving, this is not a place to do the speed limit. It will be crazy to do that speed limit in situations like this. Bear in mind, there's only 20 down here. Okay, so you say at the end of the road, turn right, center and right to signal. If you look on the floor, look at how crazy the place looks. Okay, so make sure you are behind that small central separational line. And this is a blind junction. Make sure you can see both right and left. You keep walking straight and keep doing right, left. Make sure it's completely safe before you actually commit to turning. Examiners will tell you, pull up on the left after the double, ignore the double yellow lines, and then the driveways. Just do that for them. Check center and right and carry on. You saw the van that was firing here. That's the reason why when you're coming out, you need to do a clear and confident observation before you take control of your turn. Okay, make sure you don't get too close to the parked cars because you will get done for clearance. So use the center of the two parked cars. That's the best way to do it. Okay, good. Okay, so now we've got a meeting situation here. Okay, so it looks like they have got right of way. We're just gonna try and pass one another down here. Okay, Keep checking, nice and slow. That's it, very good. Okay, good. At the end of the road, it wants me to turn left. It's a crossroads, not actually at the end of the road, okay? So center and left to signal left, go back to the left because it's a crossroads, okay? Take your lane and make sure you're checking right ahead, left, right ahead, left, right ahead, left, okay? And nicely edge out to gain proper visibility, okay? Before you take it. Look on the floor, it's written ahead only, okay? And look at the signs. You cannot turn into the right because it's a no entry sign. You cannot turn into the left because it's a no entry sign. But be careful, the right can come to the left can come to the right, okay? So make sure it's both sides are clear before committing, but more so of the right. Okay, good. Center and right and pick your speed up. There's a lot of hazard going on. The gentleman is waiting to cross. If you look ahead, there's a boot opening over there. Any door can swing out. There's a dog in there. So be careful when you're actually passing that kind of hazard. Okay, looking ahead, the red triangle is telling me the road has stopped being a one-way system. Okay, so it's going to be two-way coming, and you can see far. Okay, so it's a crossroad here, so it's a left ahead and right check. Okay, make sure it's both sides clear. The pedestrians have looked over their shoulders. It's like they're waiting to cross. Okay, at the end of the road, you can see there's another car coming, so play safe down here. Check the left and go back to your lane nice and slow. Almost come to a complete stop to gain proper visibility down here before you commit. My right is clear, so it wants me to turn left here, but go right on the next roundabout. So you pick your right lane straight away from that turn. Okay, good. So that is the end of where the actual test route. The rest is going to, well, I'm going to carry on because everywhere I'm going to drive is a test route as well, and then lead you to Magic Roundabout. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a U-turn if your house is where we just came from. So just still maintain that right, and it's going to be a third exit. First exit to my left, second exit here, signal left and maintain the right, okay, and then check the left to peel off the center of that roundabout and take your lane. Okay, so there's another test route that brings you to this place here, and it takes you to the test center through the train station. Okay, so if it's taking you to the train station, there's a stall. You'll drive down here. When you get to this place here, it's going train station and 2 lanes going to the town center. All the time 2 lanes present a basic left and right lane. We are just going to the left, so we avoid the 2 right lanes. Okay, good. When we look at the board, the information board over there, if we're going to the train station, is the left lane. Okay, so keep maintaining your left. Your left curb is your friend, so you stay in your lane. Straight away, we can see the hazard over there. The crossing is changing, so don't scare those pedestrians crossing, okay? Approach with a walking pace, especially when you got a little child like that on a bike. Also, there's another big hazard, which is the ambulance. They could move off at any time, okay? So be careful, all right? It's a life or death situation. That's why we call the ambulance. Look at the blue and white arrow. Is telling us this road is only a one-way system, so don't worry about just using the central mirror. Look at that. Look ahead. You see the hazard posing itself over there. Don't put pressure on them. Let them do what they're doing, because they live here, and if you live here, you would want someone to give you a respect when you're trying to park and go home. Okay, good. It's gone in now, so center and right and pick my speed up. Okay, the road is actually bending, so I will need to bend back to my left curb, so make sure you check center and left mirror to go back to the left lane. It's more or less like a one-way system with the dual carriage type. Okay, so maintain your left, because your left lane is always for your normal driving position. Okay, good. The gentleman is not pushed the crossing, so he could cross any time we passed him. Now it's not a problem. Okay, looking at that crossing again. Okay, so still you're doing hazard identification, hazard after hazard. Okay, we got a right of way, but it's written keep clear. If it was traffic, we will not stop in that place. Look at that filter light. It tells us we can carry on. There's nobody that's pushing it, so we're good to go. Okay, there are parked cars from the left. That crossing ahead of us, we need to make sure that we respecting that crossing, that traffic lights. When you get here, make sure you can see the line if the light is on red, because if you stop too far behind the line, that could be a serious fault. If you look ahead, there's a traffic light coming over there. That traffic light is not yours if you're going left, because it's red now. It's not yours because there's no light pole on the left. Okay, so if you stop there and the examiner tells you it's not for you, you can go, that's a fail. All right, so we are now going to turn right and then go to the magic roundabout. Center and right, signal right. We go in third exit. Okay, good. We're looking to the right. It's a little bit busy there. Okay, it's paused because there's a blocker. We take it, maintain that right. That's the first exit gone. Keep staying in your right. When you reach the second exit, center and left, signal left. You're going to cross lanes, so you need to check that mirror to make sure it's safe before you commit to the crossing. Straight away, you do center and right and pick your speed up to the speed limit of 40. Okay, next roundabout, we're going to go right, center and right with signal right, and go into the right lane. Transfer bridges down here. Okay, good. So it's 2 roundabouts. Now pay attention to this one. It's also a very good skill for the people that live in Swindon or visit Swindon here. Okay, good. Don't be scared of the space. The concept is still the same. If you're very good at roundabouts, if you need more lessons, just tag me and come and see me, and I'll give you more lessons about roundabouts, and you won't be scared of any roundabout. We're going third exit, so 1 pass, second exit, signal left here. Now go nice and slow, maintain the right because we want to go ahead. If you look on the floor there, it's turn left only and then ahead and right for the right lane. Okay, so turn left only. So this one, the roundabout rules is exceptional on this one here. Okay, good. So we're looking right, it's all clear. Maintain and start peeling off for the left. Check center and left, signal left, and use your left position to actually leave the roundabout so the right can go right. Speed limit is 30. Okay, good. Expect crossing straight after the bend here, and that's the beauty of Swindon. Straight after a roundabout, there is a crossing, so don't get carried away. Okay, good. So we're coming down here, maintaining your position, because to the right it's all bus lane. It's not for you to drive unless you got 60 quid on the table to give it to the council. Okay, good. So scanning the right, it's all clear. Keep checking the right, ahead, right. Nobody's there, so cross the giveaway line. Okay, good. Beautiful. We're getting very close to the place that everybody's scared of. Okay, good. So I'm gonna give a special intro about that one. Okay, thank you very much.